Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the Osu Mania 4K World Cup 2024. This weekend will be our semi-finals weekend. Probably one of the more stacked matchups this weekend. And we're going to be having our first match of this weekend. It's going to be between Philippines and Hong Kong, an all Asian matchups. My name is Mashed Potato, and today I am joined by Potassium.
I'm so excited today. And for this whole weekend, really, if you look down the list of all the teams playing, there are, like you said, there are some crazy matchups. There is almost zero matches in the losers bracket that I can really predict at all. And that goes for like the conditional matches as well. It's like, who is going to get out? And these are two teams that are also in the losers bracket. So we're going to be seeing one of these two teams, potentially both of them, not make it through to the finals week, which is kind of crazy to say.
I don't know what to say about it because Philippines has been so strong. Like their team scores has been really good throughout the past couple of weekends, but somehow, some way, they ended up being banished to the lower brackets. And Hong Kong, on the other hand, they fought their way through in a massive upset against the United Kingdom, which is seed number 6. And they made it through to the semis final weekend against all odds, and now they're facing another giant that is Philippines.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the seeding, you would at first glance kind of think that, okay, Philippines are seed 4, they're kind of going to roll through it. But I would say, not only is Hong Kong's seeding a bit deceptive, I feel like Hong Kong is absolutely one of the teams that can make the top 6. I think they definitely have the potential here. But also, I feel like this World Cup, kind of like seed 3 all the way down, or even seed 2 all the way down to like seed 10 is so close together. It's like, how do you really predict which one of these teams is going to make it through? But I would say, Philippines is absolutely looking really strong. Despite losing that match last week, that was more of a case where Chile was just kind of playing out of their minds. I think that was more of a testament to how strong Chile is rather than Philippines getting any poor scores whatsoever. They're looking super strong. And Hong Kong, while I think Hong Kong are looking strong overall, Philippines definitely have the advantage when it comes to the LN picks.
Yeah, that is for sure. But on the other hand, though, when looking at past kind of scores, Hong Kong does have a better rise scores than Philippines in quite a few of them. And Hong Kong's hybrid, actually, I think Hong Kong has one of the best hybrid score. I think they were number 1 in hybrid 1, if I remember correctly. If I can check the stats real quick. Yeah, they are the number 1 team in hybrid 1 last weekend, number 3 in hybrid 2. So they are not to be messed with either on hybrids or rise. So yeah, we might be seeing quite an even matchup between these two. Hong Kong does have some very strong players with Coach Japan, Quotient, Nico the Rock, Raksak. If I remember correctly, there's Squiz 1037 as well. So that everyone in the team plays a part within the Hong Kong team in making it to the semis final. But all-rounded, so speaking of all-rounded, we also have the Philippines, who's also just as well-rounded as Hong Kong as well.
Yeah, Philippines has a crack team. Everyone in Philippines is crazy this year, for sure. But this is also one of those, like you said, Hong Kong have strong players themselves, and it's not even like the case where I don't think Philippines gets that much of an edge, like, as we're getting into harder map pools either, because Hong Kong with players like, Koshapen and Quotient in particular I'm looking at, I don't think their scores are going to get any worse as the tournament progresses into the later stages. So it'll be interesting to see. I feel like maybe it's going to come down a lot to how Hong Kong's third player is going to perform in each of these maps, because I feel like Koshapen and Quotient should be playing everything.
Yeah. I think it's mainly I think what's going to be interesting for Hong Kong is the third player syndrome, because now we're past the quarterfinals. Now seeding doesn't matter too much, because seeding's only like assesses how well you can do up to quarterfinals. Now it's all about how well you can scale physically, where these maps get extremely difficult. And we're seeing a double SV bad. No.
What? Wait, that's crazy, actually. I expected Philippines to pick SV 100% after... Well, and look, we can see Hong Kong's confused as well.
Wait, what, TV?
Yeah, no, we're not picking the TV just yet. Getting a little
Just
bit.
yet. I mean, foreshadowing, foreshadowing.
It's in the script, but we don't want to leak it just yet.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, as I was saying, the both SE battles so confusing because I think Philippines has a very solid SV lineup as well. So I'm not sure why they would be banning both SV, and Hong Kong plays dead last weekend in SV2. So I am quite confused about this, but it could also be that the Philippines is just hiding some of the SV score for their next matchup as well because this is not their only match. They also have another one next, maybe on Sunday against the winners of Russia and Philippines, and they definitely want to keep some of their scores hidden away, especially SV.
Oh, this is looking really interesting right now with these.
Oh,
I'm confused at what's going on
what?
in the Philippines. I mean, we'll find out soon, I'm sure.
I mean,
they know their own scores better than I do, but
yeah,
picking Rice 7 right away, one of the Rice maps, and as we said, I feel like Hong Kong's strategy is probably going to be going towards the Rice as well. Like, they did protect Rice 2, as I think is a very good protect for them. But I feel like Philippines has a better advantage on some of those LN maps in particular.
that is for sure. But again, Siloaska Elves they have been an extremely big brain captain. They are playing 4D chess while we're commentating, so any of their Elves tactics we cannot just predict what Elves is thinking up to, but it's pretty much a 300 IQ move. If they're picking something that we may say as, oh, it's a bit I don't know, a bit confusing, but I think Elves just have a method behind their madness.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think this is a bad pick for the Philippines by any means. I don't think there's there's no such thing as a bad pick for the Philippines. I feel like this is a team that can play every single map. There is going to be nothing that Philippines can't win. But I think this in particular is a map that Hong Kong could win, is the problem, which I feel like this, Hong Kong has an opportunity here to maybe score an early break point, but it does depend, like as we said before, everyone in Philippines is probably going to be performing really, really well. It's going to be up to Fubuki Fan, I feel like, in particular on Hong Kong to pick it up. Try and get an FC if possible.
Yeah, I think at this point now, it's more about trying to get your full combos in as well. I think accuracy does play a part, but when you lose your footing, especially in Rise 7, we didn't even have a chance to talk about the map, but this map, it's just so difficult with the super bursty mini Jackson rolls. So it can be very easy to get lost in between that because there's also like very dense streams as well in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, shout out Osu Original at the same time. First pick that might have come into play a little bit with the decision making, but we'll see how it goes as we're off to the very first map of this semifinals weekend, and both teams off to a very good start. All 6 players right now holding strong accuracies.
What is this accuracy so far? The lowest accuracy is 99.76 from Valeria, and that's not even bad at all. This is losers bracket we're talking about, and this is such a high level gameplay already straight off the bat.
Yeah, leading the way right now, Forken, Quotient, and Koshapen, those 3 players, I mean, kind of as expected, these 3 players are ridiculous when it comes to their accuracy in the Rice maps. But so far, it looks like Philippines starting to gain a little bit of an advantage. Fubuki Fan is down to 99.6 right now, which is the lowest accuracy currently in the lobby, but only 1,000 points is not that much.
That's for sure. Again, it's all about the combo in my opinion. At this point, I think it's very rare to see a freeway FC in any of the team. As soon as I said that, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. It's all about the combo. Leave It does break for the first time. Traded by Fubuki Fan.
That was a bit of a bigger drop from Fubuki Fan, I feel like, but it doesn't look like it's going to affect the score too much. 2,000 points still. So those kind of misses just kind of traded each other. We're back to just about even with Philippines in a very slight advantage. If there is any mistake, it could flick back and forth very quickly, and we're only halfway into the map. There's so much left of it.
The score difference mainly in here is just the accuracy discrepancy between Fubuki Fan and Leave It, but Koshin with a miss. It's very clean. It is very clean, so they can get the score lead stabilized very quickly, but... Ooh, hold on.
Well, there is a trade. Valeria does find a real miss there. So 2 misses for each team right now. But it looks like
we're back to square one.
Yeah, accuracy still in favor of the Philippines overall. Fubuki Fan is struggling a little bit more to regain the accuracy, but there's Koshapen. All three combos are gone on the side of Hong Kong. It's only Forken with the full combo right now. And as we're approaching the very last kind of section of the map, 10,000 points is looking good for the Philippines as long as they can hold on to their combos.
But the ending of this map is not to be messed with. You can see a huge accuracy up. Here we go. The 1-6 stream embedded in the dense jump shoots. Can everyone hit it? So far, everyone's hitting it, but it's still continuing. This barrage of rice patterning is so difficult. But everyone seems to hold on. It looks like Philippines is going to get the first point.
Oh my god, no misses whatsoever
No
at the
way.
end.
No way.
Hang on, what was Forken's score? Did Forken... Oh
No,
my god.
No, no, I do not believe it.
No way. Look,
I do
Quotient
not
as well.
What is this?
Is crazy.
What? Like, all of these scores, lowest score in here is 980k, and the ratio is 460. It's around 1-6. Like, this is some insane levels of gameplay right now we're seeing between Philippines and Hong Kong. What are we watching?
You can see how like high level Philippines are as a team just by looking at these 200 counts. That's two 200s for the whole team combined. Of course, Hong Kong also really close behind themselves, just a couple of misses away from being able to take that themselves. But Philippines, strong first point for them. That was a point that I feel like could have gone either way. So big effect on the match, I feel like, as we're going forward into it. And I wonder what Hong Kong's going to pick right now, because that was one of their rice maps that they might have wanted to pick themselves later on.
Maybe just go for a more standard rice pick, because rice 1 to rice 4, they're all more straightforward. Maybe they can go with rice 3, potentially.
Yeah, I do feel like kind of those first 4 rice maps, I would say, are probably Hong Kong's strongest skill sets that we've seen so far, right? Those more straightforward snapping, you know, jump stream, quad jack. I mean, Hong Kong even beat UK on quad jack. That's a kind of massive achievement in and of itself.
Yeah, well, that's really just Hong Kong's testament in their rice ability. But they can also break hybrid 1 or hybrid 4, but they're going straight for the jacks.
Yeah, they're going with what worked before. It is a risky pick, of course. Philippines can definitely play jack themselves. They can definitely score some crazy, you know, 99.9% accuracies across their team. But we know that Hong Kong also have some very comfortable jack players.
In my opinion, jacks is just a game of chicken between any team at this point. Any team can pick up really strong scores and a good accuracy. But I think this jack pick is a bit different compared to the rest, because it's not just jack. There's embedded streams in here at around it's 1/8 stream, so it's like 304 BPM streams in between the jacks. It is not your ordinary jack pick, so it's not like last week where it's just all about jacking. Now there's just also more difficult patterning in this one as well. So it's quite easy for you to drop some breaks, and that could just be the undoing for any of these teams. But again, Hong Kong did pick this, and they were extremely strong in the Kojak pick. They did beat, as you said before, United Kingdom, who had eliminated who is one of the best Kojak player in the world. So yeah, might be a good pick for Hong Kong. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. We saw some ridiculous quad jack scores so far. I don't expect to see the same kind of ratios that we were seeing last week and the weeks before. But you never know.
You might be, bro. No, you might be completely
with some
wrong
of these
about
players,
this.
you know.
Oh, we can see just the starting accuracy of everyone right now above 99.9, except for Valeria at 99.85. Of course, it's just the beginning of the map.
Yeah, wait for everyone to stabilize in and for that ratio to fall out. But oh wow, Forken actually finds a big accuracy drop, but Fubuki Fan finds a miss. And that comes with a big accuracy drop as well, so now Philippines all of a sudden in the lead despite the accuracy struggles from Valeria and Forken.
Yeah, I think the patternings are actually much more difficult as well. You can see more awkward anchors, and there's a couple of quads in there as well, and hands, and so it's not as straightforward as last weekend. Fubuki Fan continues to pick up a miss, and that is quite dangerous now for Hong Kong. Now we're already nearly halfway through the map, and the 13.
Oh
wait,
God.
what?
No. did not expect that whatsoever coming out of the Philippines. Now I think Hong Kong has the advantage all of a sudden. That's 2 misses, but Fubuki Fan trades it right back. That might stop Hong Kong from being able to take the lead here. Despite the 2 players, Quotient and Koshapen are crushing this map above everyone on the side of Philippines. But it looks like Philippines are going to maintain the lead.
Yeah, a bit of a third player syndrome for Hong Kong right now. Here we go. Here's the streak. Leave it, picks up a miss. The score lead may go back to Hong Kong. Fubuki Fan needs to hold it in their life. Quotient picks up a miss.
Oh, that was one of the most important scores for Hong Kong, and we can see how big that flips the lead over 7,000 points in favor of Philippines. If they hold on to the combo, they could get a breakpoint right here.
There's still a bit more patterning in the maps. It's not over yet for Hong Kong. They can still take this back.
Oh, and that's
misses. I don't think there's enough time. There's not enough time.
So close though, less than 3,000 points, 1,000 points. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
0.4k. That was so close for Hong Kong. Just 1 miss too many.
Yeah. I think the miss from Quotient there was definitely the undoing. Actually, any of the misses here is the undoing for Hong Kong. Fubuki Fan actually did quite well with a pretty decent ratio, but just too many misses scattered throughout the maps and resetting the combo there.
Yeah, that was the biggest issue. They were separated just too much for Fubuki Fan. Not really managing to get to that 400 combo cap very often. And in the end, I mean, it is actually Valyria shout out there getting the score V1 double S, which is crazy. But MVP going over to Koshapen.
No 999Ks, but 997 is still extremely impressive on this map.
Absolutely. And looks like maybe some CPU issues for Fubuki Fan, which is unfortunate in that case. But Philippines, they're going to be trying to build this momentum that they've started the match with. They're going to go with the Rice still. We're keeping up with these Rice picks.
Oh, they're really just taking the match right at Hong Kong's backyard in the Rice right now. They're not scared by Hong Kong's Rice ability.
And it really feels like if Philippines are going for this option of picking all the Rice maps out, then Hong Kong have to start winning these right now. Because if they let Philippines take any more of these Rice picks, I don't think there's going to be that many picks left for Hong Kong to really go for. You know, maybe the hybrid picks, as you said before, might work out well for them, but I definitely feel like this should be the strongest part of the map pool.
Hong Kong definitely needs to pick up some more, at least a point from this, or Philippines going to bully them on Rice at this point. They're going to continue to pick up Rice on Hong Kong, and they don't even need to touch on the LNs. And that's the scary part. They haven't touched on any of the LNs. They protected LN4, and we saw Philippines' LN ability. There's still 3 more players within the Philippines team who could also play at the LNs. We have Elves waiting in the background. We have Plana as well. Silicos is 2, so like, they're just also waiting in the background to wait for the LN, their time to play the LN picks.
Absolutely. I mean, Hong Kong could definitely win one of the LNs potentially, but it definitely feels less likely than them winning something like this. And we'll see now, because this one is much more of a vocal dump. This is a very different style of map compared to the 2 that we've seen earlier.
Yeah. The snappings is just all over the place in this one, as you expect from a vocal dump map.
And it actually looks like the early accuracy in favor of Hong Kong at the start, but of course, this is only 200 notes in.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the whole... I think the past 2 maps also kind of have similar stories as well. Hong Kong does have the slight accuracy start lead, but it's just the fact that they couldn't hold their combo, hold their accuracy together until the end of the map. And this map is much longer as well, at 3 minutes and 20 seconds compared to last weekend. So there's a lot of chance for you to drop combo.
Yeah, that's really the story of it so far. Hong Kong dropping combo a little bit more than Philippines, but here, Forken actually finds the first miss of this map in particular. That's going to be a good start for Hong Kong here. But here we go into the first chorus.
You just see all of the snapping changes when there's an intonations in the vocals. And now the scoring goes to nearly 5,000 points as Forken's recovering the combo out to 400. And now Forken has stabilized their accuracy, and now we can see the scoring at around 5,000 points. It's not just the combo lead for Hong Kong, but also a bit of an accuracy lead as well. Koshipen and Koshin is holding above 99.7, while on the Philippines side, there's only Livet who can counter Koshin and Koshipen.
Yeah, all 6 players kind of dropped their accuracy during that chorus part. Understandably, you know, focusing on that combo, trying to maintain it through these weird snappings.
Ricky Fan actually dropped a bit of an accuracy, but Valeria actually drops another miss, and now that is 3 full combos to 1.
And there's half of the map left still. So this is definitely not decided just yet. This is only 7,000 points, despite the misses coming in out of Philippines. This is still a very close map, and it could go back and forth really, really quickly. Actually, right now, Philippines are the ones with the accuracy lead, and Fubuki Fan does find the first miss for the side of Hong Kong, and that one miss might be enough, actually, to completely counter out the multiple misses from the Philippines.
Yeah, we saw Koshipen actually jumping the accuracy a bit down to 99.65, trying to maintain the combo. Now we're in the Wonder Jack picks, jackpot right now. Quite actually easy to miss right now, but everyone's holding together, and now we're going to a bit of a break. Oh my god, it's 2-digit.
Oh my god.
It is 2-digit right now.
Fubuki Fan's at 400 combo. This is the real point lead right now. It is tied perfectly. No one has any combo advantage currently. It's going to come down to the individual act drops, or perhaps a last miss that happens in this very last chorus.
Oh, eyes on Valeria, Furuken, and Fubuki Fan, who had a bit of a struggle throughout this map, getting a couple of misses here and there. But looks like the accuracy lead is going a bit over to Hong Kong. The score lead is now going to 4-digit. It is absolutely nothing still right now. A miss could still do everything. We're heading to the end of the map, and it's still Hong Kong's lead. It is so close right now. As you said before, it could just be the individual accuracy. Hong Kong still holding together. Oh, can they do this? Wait.
A single 200 might be enough. They can't let up. We're at the very, very last seconds of the map. It's 1,000 points still for Hong Kong. Do not get a 200 on these LNs, I swear to God.
They got it.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
737 points in favor of Hong Kong. They finally win it back. And this is a break point as well. This was Philippines picking this one. Hong Kong is right back into the match.
Yeah, once again, just look at those accuracies. The lowest score is Fubuki Fan at 983k. What is going on in this matchup? Koshipen with a double full combo, but I think the MVP goes to Livet with a 992 365.
By 14 points.
By 14 points, yes. So it was 1
points, yeah.
So it was a 1v1 that I mean, that would have just been over the that would have just been insane.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the accuracies, Philippines was very tiny little bit ahead of Hong Kong in the accuracy department, but the 2 misses versus 1 miss is what did it, and we can see exactly why we were talking about Hong Kong being such a scary Rise team. This team is crazy at Rise.
That is for sure. The duo of Koshin and Koshipen, they are some of the strongest Asian players out there right now. They can just play anything. I mean, anything. Hybrids, long notes, Rise. Of course, they're more stronger on Rise, but they can absolutely play anything right now. And now, the balls on Hong Kong score, and now they're picking the Protect Rise too. And I think there's an expected pick from them right now. It's time to get the momentum back with their Protect.
Yeah, they really can't be affording to have another break point right away. They just managed to win their breakpoint back. This is their big chance to tie it up, have the momentum in their side, and win 2 in a row. And I think this is the perfect pick for them. Their jump stream has looked exceptional as well. Their accuracy just overall has almost beat the Philippines, I feel like, last week. I'm trying to recall the scores from last week, but this might be a very, very close one.
That is for sure. And also the length of the map is actually quite short, so it can be quite punishing for anyone who picks up a miss. Again, it's all about the combo. That is the whole point of the last 3 maps so far. It's all about the combo. Also, I'd just like to report for the Rise 2 pick last weekend. So the jump stream pick, Philippines does outscore Hong Kong by a few thousand points, actually, by around 7,000 points only.
But I do think that Hong Kong had a few misses that may or may not be replicated here. If you just look at the pure ratio, I think it is bang on equal. Yes,
that is for sure. And so this is now very scary for both these teams. They are trying to fight on the Rise. We still haven't seen. Actually, I just realized the same. We're still seeing the same 6 players for 4 maps in a row.
Yeah, this is the Rise teams, absolutely. And actually, almost surprising that we don't see any switch outs for the Philippines, but actually, Fubuki fan, early miss here. That's going to give an early lead over to... Oh, never mind. Valeria finds an equal miss, and Valeria's miss is going to matter a little bit more due to the combo.
Yeah, and also that was quite a dirty miss from 99.8 down to 99.6. So now the accuracy leads now on Hong Kong with Koshipet and Koshin at 99.9495. Actually, 4K 99.96 as well. What is that accuracy?
It has been the story of those... Yeah, that was Client. It has been the story of those 3 players in particular, right? Koshipen, Quotient, and Forken have been destroying, in terms of accuracy at least, every single one of the Rice maps. It's just the other 3 players that are trying to fight for that next spot here, and it looks like the accuracy or the score overall is basically tied between the 2 teams still. We're already halfway through the map. As you said, this is only 2 minutes long.
That is for sure. Actually, the accuracy lead is actually now dead even. I think, yeah, Forken's accuracy does outscore both Koshin and Koshipen, and that kind of ties the accuracy between Philippines and Hong Kong. So now we're going back to the individual accuracy. The battle between maybe Fubuki and Valeria, who has the lowest accuracy in both of these teams right now.
Oh my god, look at this point bar.
No way.
Oh my wait, was that a real miss from Valeria?
That was a real miss. That is such a dirty drop as well. And now that is a 5,000 point swing for Hong Kong. It's still increasing due to Valeria's combo reset.
Yeah, and accuracy in favor of Hong Kong as well. 2 misses versus 1. This is a definite advantage of Hong Kong as long as they manage to hold out their combos for the rest of the map. Easier said than done, but they've held on well so far.
Yeah, Koshipet actually dropped the accuracy down to 99.83, so yeah, 1 miss for Hong Kong would change the lead. There's still a bit more of the map. Here comes the ending. The score lead is going back to Philippines. It's now less than 3,000 points. Can Hong Kong take this? A 200 for Fubuki fan. Oh, it's getting so close.
The accuracy for Valeria was rising at the end, but 2,600 points. Hong Kong wins another nail biter there. And oh my god, look at
what is that?
Look at Koshipen's judgments. When you said the accuracy, that was no, I mean 250s and a 100. That could have been a miss.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous. If any of those 50 was a miss, that would have been for Philippines. What is this match so far? What?
We have 3 200s in the whole lobby, by the way. Just pointing that out real quick.
We have more, like, bad judgments. No, we have more misses than bad judgments, I think.
We have more 100s than 200s. I don't know how that happens.
I don't even know. What is this match? What's Philippines going to pick? They have to pick Ellen. There's no way they're picking Rice. We saw how, like, coin flippy the past 4 maps. Even Rice 7, which has been the biggest lead, could have been Hong Kong's point as well. So there's no way Philippines continue to pick Rice. They have to go for LN4 or maybe even LN3. Okay, or LN1. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
LN3.
Okay.
Yeah. As a side, LN3.
Right. It's LN3. Yeah, LN3.
Hong Kong picks LN3. But no, Azasai is going to be the pick here. Much more of a technical pick. And I think that might play into Philippines' favor. They really don't want to pick LN2. I feel like that's the one pick that maybe Hong Kong is more comfortable in compared to the other maps.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think LN2 is very... It's not really... You wouldn't say it's an LN pick at this point anymore. It's just so dense that, like, any, Rice player who has some LN capability can even play it as well. I mean... so they should avoid LN2. But LN1, LN3, and LN4 could be an avenue for Philippines. And LN3 is the most technical. It's not dense compared to the other 3 LNs. But it is so hard to get good accuracy on this one. It's your Lemon Guy LN Master package all-in-one right here. When you see LN Masters, you start to feel a bit, just a little slightly more scared.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are seeing some switch-ins for the first time. Only on the side of Philippines, though. We see Plana and Suloska Els, of course, 2 players that are so strong at the LN skill set in general, switching in. But Hong Kong, they're going to keep the same 3 Fubuki fans staying in for this one, it seems.
Yeah. going to be it's right now. It's still fine since it's like the fifth pick, but I'm just gonna be a bit more scared. Let's say if this match does go to TV later down the line, it's gonna be the same three players, and there's gonna be some sort of stamina, some sort of fatigue coming for any of these three players.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility, and that's definitely something that Philippines has the advantage in general on. They have the luxury to be able to switch out their players due to how kind of close together in skill they are as a unit.
And here we go, our first non-Rice pick in this match so far. Azusai, the 11 guy Ellen map, and we can just see some actually about to go. Here we go. And Koji actually getting the first miss. It's still early on, so actually won't be too detrimental in my opinion.
Yeah, but still a little bit uncharacteristic to see Quotient struggle early on like that. It is going to give 7,000 points over to the Philippines, so good start for them. All three of their players holding strong, and now Koshapen, the two staples of Team Hong Kong, falling early.
Yeah, and the accuracy lead is all on Philippines side right now. No players is under 99.7. Leave it, it's a bit below, but they're gapping the rest of the Hong Kong team right now.
Yeah, we can just clearly see the level of comfort for the Philippines when it comes to this Rice, not Rice, but LN in general is just higher on the Philippines, and Quotient does find a second miss as I say that. Such an easy map to find these misses on just because of the amount of mini jacks, the amount of shields here, and Fubuki fan now, the last FC for Hong Kong gone, and there's still three of them on the side of Philippines. It feels like this is a landslide compared to some of the other maps we've seen.
That is for sure. You can see the comfort on the LN's, especially technical LN's ability, right? This is not an easy map. You can see the shields, the bursts coming straight into the LN density pattern. It is not easy at all. Els continues to pick up misses, but that's not really it. Traded by Fubuki fan immediately right after that. And so, yeah, still a 20,000 point lead for Philippines. I think it's already, like, you can already wrap this point up for Philippines.
Yeah, Els finding more misses, but still feels like Els is comfortably, matching Fubuki fan, matching Koshapen. And Quotient does find another miss. This is multiple misses on the side of all of the Hong Kong members. And Philippines, they're going to get two full combos on Plana and Livet. This is a really strong team score from them overall.
This is not an easy map at all. I think in terms of, as I said before, physicality is not really that high compared to the other Olympics, but this is so technical. When it comes to technical accuracy, this is the hardest chart of them all.
And that is going to be definitely the most one-sided map that we have seen so far in favor of Philippines. It does feel like this probably should have been Philippines' angle of attack, maybe from the second pick onwards, but hindsight, obviously. And now...
Yeah, hindsight, yeah.
We'll see if Hong Kong can tie it up once again, because they've shown they have the ability to for sure. And it's going to be Rise 3, so going to be... Yeah, I would definitely say this is the best pick out of the ones remaining here. Rise 3, Rise 1, I would say maybe would be the order there, and then saving Rise 4 for last.
Yeah, I think
Or
Rise
5,
4 is something that they should... Rise 5, yeah, I can't count either. Rise 5 is probably going to be their last Rise pick for Hong Kong, but then after that, they need to start picking into the hybrids as well. So that's something that you need to consider later on, because Philippines also have exhausted all of the other Rise picks for Hong Kong to choose on. For Philippines, they still have 3 other LN maps just to play around with, and the hybrids as well if they want to dabble in that. But now we're going straight to the DJ Sharpno bread and butter stamina map mapped by Shoegazer. There's no way Els is playing. There's no way Els is playing, right?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't expect Els to play. Els definitely more of an LN specialist. Yeah. But it does seem like, they are switching in Valeria instead here back. So back to the full Rise team for the Philippines, it looks like is going to be the plan. Of course, Hong Kong keeping the same 3 that managed to win the other jump stream map makes a lot of sense here.
I'll say for this one, actually accuracy matters just a bit more due to the amount of notes in this map. Making a miss is quite negligible if you can out-accuracy your opponent by a large margin.
Yeah, and this one a lower BPM as well, so we would expect maybe a little bit more comfort at the cost of being a bit more stamina draining overall, because this one has pretty much no breaks. I don't really recall there being anything that you could really have a rest on in this map, and it lasts for 3.5 minutes. So this might be one where we might be seeing some kind of accuracy falling off, or a couple misses here and there towards the very end of the map if the players start getting tired.
I think the accuracy degradation will be quite important at the end of this map. There's also a couple of 1-6 in this chart as well. So it's not just all sunshine and jump streams. There is a bunch of bursts right there just to throw you a bit off guard as well. So there's also quite a lot of miss potential here. But again, oh, Fubuki fan. Oh no, Fubuki fan.
Oh, that's such a big miss. 99.1% was the start there, and that means so much when the second lowest accuracy is 99.76 on the side of Levet.
Maybe they're just a bit nervous right now, which I don't blame them, because they're playing for their tournament life right now.
Yeah, each one of these points feels so important for both of these teams. That as you said, you can't really blame them whatsoever. It is still only 7,000 points, and Fubuki fan is recovering the accuracy ever so slowly. Up to 99.4 already, but it's going to take a lot more than that to be able to catch up to the Philippines, and it feels like now Hong Kong, they need Philippines to mess up at some point.
Wow, look at the destinies on Philippines' hand now. 8,000 points and growing still, actually. I think it's just the accuracy difference between Levet and Fubuki right now that is making up the difference.
I do think this could still swing back very quickly if we see a couple misses happen. Fubuki fan's accuracy is definitely catching up. 99.5 is not that far behind Levet right now. Still at 99.78.
That's for sure. And as you said before, this is a long map. Their accuracy right now is high. But once your stamina starts to degrade a bit more, that's when your accuracy begins to drop a bit. You start to feel quite tired, and you might not press the notes as comfortably, and that's where you get the misses. And since the map is so dense, there's a chance for you to just continue to miss and miss and miss non-stop.
That was Client.
Yeah, it's definitely Client. Yep.
But we are hitting 10,000 points in the lead for the Philippines.
Oh, that's definitely a miss.
That was a real miss there. Fubuki fan finds another one, and that's the fatigue setting in towards the last third of the map right now. And that feels like it might be too much to come back from. 18,000 points is a large lead when you're talking about a map this long. Valeria does find a miss, but that's such a clean miss, and it's only one singular one at that.
We could just see the accuracy discrepancy right now between Fubuki fan and the rest of the 5 players there. It's such a huge difference right now, and that is the score lead for Philippines right there.
Yeah, despite Hong Kong once again having 2 of the 3 highest scoring players, it's looking like that's just not quite enough when the entirety of the Philippines is playing so consistent as a squad. Quotient does find one miss towards the end, but it is looking like that is going to be inconsequential either way. 20,000 points, and Philippines looking like they're taking a break point here.
That's for sure. And that's actually quite a... Oh my god, that's 2.98 million for Philippines. That's a free 990k plus score and a 997 from 4CAD. What the hell?
1 200 from 4CAD, but we have 0 200s for both Quotient and Koshapen. What's up with Koshapen getting these 50s? This is like the second or third time I've seen.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
0 200s.
I feel like sometimes I feel like that's more of like a nerf issue thing as well. Like when maybe they accidentally hit both 50s at the same time. Maybe, their hand just... rapid triggered.
Rapid trigger.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that as well. There's a lot of, I guess, rapid trigger users now within the Mania scene.
Yeah, just the finger vibrates a little bit too quickly.
Yeah. When you have like a low actuation point, that's when things get scary. For if you're nervous as well, you might be touching the key just a bit slightly, and that's enough for a key input.
Now Philippines, they're in the driver's seat of this match
Yes.
now. They are 2 up.
LN4!
LN4, we're going for another one of the Osu originals here.
Oh, I'm so happy. This is my favorite Osu original so far. This is so good. This is actually so good. And the map is also very well made as well. I would say this is more like an LN speed pick. Vocal dump LN speed, in a way.
Yeah, it is very kind of like flowy, dumpy in a way when it comes to the LN. Very kind of, I would almost describe it as LN density, but it's not quite like density as in like the jump stream density that we have more in the LN2.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe like you take Rice 1 and you just add a bunch of LNs in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would make kind of sense, but I do remember there are quite a few kind of like little mini jacks in there as well, so it's not quite as straightforward as a density pick. But what are we getting here? We're seeing Cub and Raksak coming in for the two teams. First time we're seeing them this match.
I keep like, because they also change their name quite often as well, so I try to like remember, was it Minato Aquafan's actually Raksak and and
Fubuki Fan is Nico the Rock.
Nico the Rock, yes, yeah. Actually, it's quite interesting that Silicosis 2 is Cub,
Cub, yeah. I need to remind myself as well every now and then.
Yeah, and this is not the full team replacement from Philippines. I think Plana, Els, and Silicosis 2. A full team replacement. And Hong Kong, we're gonna be seeing Koshipan and Koshut. I think we're gonna see these two play all maps, no doubt.
Oh, and you know these three players on Philippines were warming up with this map just then, right? Getting used to it, making sure that they don't have a bad start. And we'll see how this turns out for the Philippines. This is one that, as we said, this should definitely favor Philippines given what we saw on LN3. Of course, this one a different map, but at the same time, the level of LN comfort is what we're really looking at.
We can see the comfort is all on the Philippine side. A bit of a discomfort for Raksak right now, 99.2%. So a bit of a score lead now for Philippines, just on that accuracy lead alone. But Koshipan and Kosh is actually holding quite well right now, all above 99.7. So there's Hong Kong's actually putting a fight against Philippines. They're still within a couple of misses on Philippines side. If Philippines does miss, Hong Kong still have a chance to fight back.
Yeah, absolutely right now, but I'm looking at Raksak accuracy still slowly falling down, and Quotient does find a miss as well on those trills. So Philippines gonna increase their lead quite a lot.
It's now quite rough for Hong Kong right now. Not only they don't have the accuracy lead, now they are also losing in the combo fight as well. There's still 3 full combos to 2. And look at the accuracy on the Philippine side. The lowest is 99.56, and the team's average accuracy is roughly around 99.65%. And that is basically Quotient's accuracy right there.
Yeah, I mean, Quotient also had the miss as well, so it's not like Quotient's even matching in terms of score.
Yeah. I think right now, they really need to have someone in Philippines to completely like drop on this, because Raksak is holding a full combo, but the accuracy is so low that it's practically a couple of misses, and now Koshipan gets a miss, and now that is practically it for Hong Kong. A 20,000 point lead, and there's still a freeway full combo for Philippines. Have we seen a freeway full combo yet in this match so far?
We have been seeing quite a lot of misses from a lot of the players. I'm trying to remember. I don't think we've seen a 3-way full combo at all, but that's Raksak. Not on that.
Oh, no, not on that. Ooh, no.
That hurts. That hurts a lot.
That just hurts right at the break. That's gonna tilt.
Oh,
and Koshipan as well. Oh, no. Yeah, that's just rough.
You gotta shake it off a little bit. This map, I mean, at the very least, this map was looking like it was lost anyway. We'll see if those misses mean anything, but I doubt they will. And sometimes you gotta just miss. You gotta miss a couple of times during the break section. You know, that's gonna happen this match, and hopefully they don't do it in the future maps.
And I mean, now looking at the other side though, Philippines are still holding a freeway full combo on practically the highest SR non-TV map right now. 7-star island map, and there's crushing it, and Els gets a miss.
Oh, at the very, very end, a singular miss, not even an accuracy drop. But, I mean, this is... Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, no, Silicosis.
Silicosis 2. Here's where it all falls apart for the Philippines.
No. I mean, at least Pala's still holding a full comp.
Oh, don't say that. Hold on, wait a couple seconds. Unlucky for
there's
Koshipin
not a
at
lot.
the end.
Okay, yeah. That's
But
such a strong team score. Just look at that score. It's so concentrated. 981k, 984, 988. No, absolutely no chance for
wait,
Hong Kong. Lowest
Silicoast.
score.
Wait,
Well, yeah.
Cub got
What?
1-200.
What? What?
How
What?
do you get
No.
1-200 on that map?
How do you get just 200, 150 in one miss? Literally, how? How do you do that? Literally, the next closest 200 count is 15 of else and quotient. How do you do that?
This
What?
is a
What?
combo map. I thought this was just you just focus on combo. You're not supposed to focus on the accuracy with the releases that are just so staggered throughout the entire 3.5 minutes. I think that's definitely one of the best accuracies we're going to be seeing for sure. At least the best 200 count.
What is that? Okay, so when I saw like Cub coming into the lobby, I had like a thought behind my head, like will Cub will be able to handle the hard Ellen maps, because I do know Cub has really strong accuracy in the early game, but I'm just not sure how well Cub can scout in late game maps, and just that score just basically tell me, yep, I'm completely wrong about Cub.
Yeah, Cub has just been absolutely insane for the past 2 years in MWC. It feels like even improving now. It looks like with some of these scores that we're seeing today, and we'll see. I mean, Hong Kong are down 5-2, but may I remind you, this is the
Oh,
same score that we saw last week, Hong Kong versus UK.
we know what happened then afterwards.
But this is definitely, I feel like, a bit of a taller order for Hong Kong to be able to beat the Philippines in this situation. We'll have to see though. Hong Kong have opted for Rise 5, so this is a bit more of a, much more of a riskier pick, I would say, in terms of the Rise compared to Rise 1. This is one where either team can find quite a lot of misses at any point during the map. But at the same time, I mean, Hong Kong had to pick this at some point anyway, so I don't really hate the pick coming out now.
Yeah, that's for sure. But again, now we're like what, 8 maps, nearly 8 maps into the match. Koshipe and Koshe have been playing all matches at all of the maps so far. Well, Philippines, they just have another full squad reset. They replaced the LN squad with their Rise squad. This is such like an insane thing to have in like MWC, especially in like late games where you just have like a separate lineup for LNs and a separate lineup for Rise. You just need to have like such a stacked lineup to have something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, the payoff is right now, all these 3 players have just had a nice rest. They got to chill out for a little bit. They're coming in fresh once again, as if this is the first map of the match. While Hong Kong, their players are going to be feeling a little bit tired, perhaps. Koshipen and Quotient, as you said, been playing everything so far. And this is one that you being a little bit tired could be devastating on a map like this. We're already seeing some of the long jacks coming in.
This is your bread and butter Pizza 69 Terminal 11 kind of map right here. Very techy, very jacky, very bursty, very unrelenting. And this is not even hard. Like, you have to wait until the ending where it just gets absolutely unrelentless.
It does get harder and harder towards that end. And we'll see, there could be a full team collapse potentially on the cards when we reach that last section. But for now, leave it actually. That's the first miss, and that's a big act drop as well, all the way down to 99.4 just briefly. Big accuracy lead over to Hong Kong initially.
Man, that score lead balloons up to 7,000 points and still growing actually, because Liva still have to catch up the combo as well. So yeah, this is quite a large drop for Philippines, and things are looking quite good for Hong Kong. But they need to hold themselves together. We saw how the Koshipin could get a bunch of random 50s, how Fubiki Fat and Kosha can pick up some random misses. That needs to be removed right now for Hong Kong if they want to win this.
And oh my god, it's so tense. The second half, you know, anything could happen to either of these teams. There's no way we're going to be seeing this many full combos by the time we reach the end.
Yeah, you're completely right. We're like already more than halfway through, and the score just reached 500k. You can see the density of the map is going to slowly ramp up. But right now, still, things are looking good for Hong Kong. 7,000 point lead. It's not too safe for Hong Kong just yet. Sure, they may have the accuracy lead, they may have the combo lead, but that could change completely if we have a team collapse from any of these players. But right now, The accuracy is so good from everyone. Leave it now, slowly rising up to 99.7, and that's the lowest accuracy on the board.
Oh my god, it's one miss difference, 5,000 points. This point lead is being clawed back as Levet manages to get back up to 99.7. This accuracy lead is not very strong in favor of Hong Kong whatsoever. 4,000 points and one miss could do it. Levet actually finding the second miss as well. That's going to give the lead back over to Hong Kong.
Very clean right now, but Valeria misses. Ooh!
Yeah, we're in the last section. It's Valeria to find multiple misses. That was the highest accuracy on the side of Philippines just before. And now it looks like Hong Kong have sealed it.
Is that a freeway full combo?
There's
no way they...
No way. Don't say it.
No. I'm saying it. There's not a lot of the maps. There's no way they can miss.
Oh my god.
What is that? What is that?
Seed 14, by the way.
Seed 14. And that 992, 992, 993. That is just extremely deadly team consistency. They saw the scoreline is 5-2. Red is due for Hong Kong, and they are showing up in full forces now.
Yeah, I mean, we were mentioning, oh, maybe the Hong Kong players are tired. Apparently not. Apparently not whatsoever.
Not. What is that? I mean, still, we're gonna give shouts where it's due as well. 4Ken with a MVP with only 200 to boot. And that is the highest accuracy out of the lobby right here. Valeria actually, I think if it's a freeway full combo for Philippines, they would have won it. But again, when it comes to semifinals, that is just unrealistic to think about. And now Hong Kong, after that freeway full combo, I think that's gonna get their motivation up a bit more now.
Yeah, I mean, they're not actually that far away. They're only one breakpoint away from tying up this match. The only problem for them is that breakpoint is going to have to come from an LN pick because Philippines still have 2 LNs that they could pick. And I don't think LN1 will look very good for Hong Kong at all.
Yeah, that is for sure. And speak of LN1, Els has written down the chat, it is LN1. The coordination LNs. And I think this is going to be very hard for Hong Kong to take it back. This is... I mean, okay. When you compare to like previous LN1 picks, this is a bit more comfortable in the patterning and the releases, but then in return, this map is 255 BPM. So, you lose. Yeah, there is a bit of an easier pattern, but the speed is just much higher, and the mini Jax is going to screw your accuracy all over. And I think we're going to be seeing a complete squad replacement for Philippines again. Yeah, Plata, Cub, and Elves coming in. They were destroying LN4, and now they're here to destroy LN1 once again.
Yeah, I expect this to be by far the best pick left here for the Philippines. I think the other ones might be a little bit riskier, but I'm trying to imagine. I just can't see from what I've seen. I can't imagine Hong Kong having the advantage on this pick at all.
Yeah, that's for sure. And actually, for Philippines, I think they would probably not pick LN2 into this. I think they would pick something like Hybrid Free, where it is so much more technical release-based.
Yeah, I do think I agree. I don't think you really want to be going to LN2 whatsoever for Philippines, but that might not even necessarily be a question they even have to ask themselves, because Philippines, they're only 2 points away from winning the match outright.
Yeah, so that one breakpoint is actually so important for Philippines. We do not want to face Hong Kong in tiebreaker. You definitely do not want to do that.
Oh, we just saw what Hong Kong managed to pull out of tiebreaker last week.
Yeah. So I think Philippines, they just want to end this as soon as possible. And here we go. Potentially, a chance for Philippines to get match point right now. We see there's no replacement for Hong Kong, while Philippines full squad replacement. We'll see how it goes.
We are going to be looking for that accuracy advantage that Philippines has had on these LNs so far. It looks like it's going to be the same situation here as Fubuki Fan starts below 99% just briefly there. Still dropping a couple of these 200s. Very hard to maintain any kind of accuracy on this map, so that's fairly reasonable. But on the side of Philippines, everyone's still above 99.6, just about.
Yeah, I mean, this is just Philippines showcasing their LN dominance right now. And yeah, Hong Kong's still doing quite well with Kosha and Kosha Pen, but it's the third player syndrome within the LN picks that is rearing its ugly head right now.
Still not too big of a lead yet. There hasn't been many mistakes really. There's been no mistakes for either team. It's just the accuracy advantage that's giving Philippines the lead here at 10,000 points just about, as Fabuki Fan kind of stabilizes at below 99%.
Well, right now, still, I think this map there's not a lot of missed potential in a way. It's more about just how well you can handle your accuracy. It is I guess for Ellen ones, it's not really that difficult in terms of the patterning. It's just more about how well you can just do the releases, and you can see Philippines are experts on it. Lowest is 99.56, and that is basically a matching of Quotient's accuracy.
Yeah, for sure. Typically some of like the least physical maps of the pool, but Quotient does find the very first miss of the whole lobby. Cub actually trading it out there, but Quotient with another one as well, and the accuracy lead is ballooning even more in favor of Philippines with those accuracy drops from Quotient.
Yeah, now it's going up to 30,000 points right now. I think there's no doubt Philippines picks this and has a high chance of winning it, and we can see right now how comfortable they are in LNs right now. Everyone's still above 99.5% for Philippines, while Quotient has the highest accuracy for Hong Kong, and they're way behind compared to the rest of the Philippines players right now. Quotient with another miss. Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt Philippines takes this. It's just a matter of how big the gap is right now, and it is nearly 40,000 points. And we see 4 full combos on the board from Plana, Els, Quotient, and Fubuki Fan.
Yeah, strong full combos there. Obviously, the two on the side of Philippines being a little bit higher in accuracy overall, but it is the team score that Philippines is going to win on, and that is match point already.
Yeah, I mean, Hong Kong still have a rice pick to go, but the scary thing is that because Philippines does have one more pick, and they can pick LN, or they can pick hybrids free. They have some freedom in what they can pick. For Hong Kong, they only have one rice pick. There's the only one map left. But actually, I think this one's actually quite risky. I think rice pick is always, like, rice one pick has always been very coin flippy in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely the type of skill set as well that's very easy to make a really big mistake on as well. You can very well just get lost in the streams when they're this fast. I mean, we're looking at 361 BPM just about right now. So if you do get lost a little bit, if your reading just kind of fails you just even for a split second, your score just tanks all the way down.
Yeah, that is for sure. And also this map, like, the patterning is a bit uncomfortable as well. So not only you have the 360 BPM, you get 360 BPM in semifinals is absolutely absurd, but also the patterning is not easy at all. You have the Valedict's Rise, and if you have played any of Valedict's Rise map, like a Kamisori, then you know what to expect of this.
Back against the wall for Hong Kong. They need to win 3 in a row to force the tiebreaker. Same situation they were in last week. Once again,
we might be seeing a start of a comeback. Who knows? Hong Kong has done this before. The script may be coming back again for Hong Kong.
Yeah, well, important difference between this week and last week is that last week Hong Kong had the advantage on the LNs. This one might be a bit hard to come back for, but we'll see. It all starts with this map, of course, and this is definitely a map that Hong Kong could win, so we may be looking potentially at a 4th point for Hong Kong if they can hold it together here. We'll see how it goes for them.
It is actually for a Rise map, this is quite a long, Rise 1 map, this is actually quite a long map. We usually see Rise 1 tends to be like less than 2 minutes. So not only like, the speed is much higher, but also the patterns are just longer as well. More chance for you to miss.
Yeah, more chance to miss, and also even more punishing if you do miss and mess up. You do not want to be doing that in the middle of one of these extremely long sections. It's going to be hard to recover from. But right now, both teams back and forth as far as the accuracy goes.
Oh, not again. We have been seeing this for all the Rice picks so far. It is just so back and forth right now.
Here we go. This is the long stream part, though. We'll see if anyone
There's
falters.
no way. Yeah.
Oh, Koshapen on the side of Hong Kong. That's the first miss. Philippines going to be taking the lead early on here.
A dirty miss as well. Down to 99.6. That's a negative. That's like a 0.2% drop right there for Koshapen. So now they have the combo and the accuracy lead for Philippines right now. But again, this is not a map where you get like freeway full combos. This is these sorts of speed map can be very easily missed.
It is going to require 1 or 2 misses from the Philippines to be able to lose this lead, though. Hong Kong still looking strong in terms of their accuracy, but it is going to take a while. It's going to take something to be able to claw back this 7,000 point lead, and all Philippines have to do is hold on. Easier said than done, though, because we still have one really long section.
Yeah, here we go. The 360 DPS streak continues to go on. Everyone's still holding their combo together, but for how long?
Here we go. This is the last section, and Koshapen finds another miss. That's the second miss for Hong Kong. That might do it. Philippines now 13,000 points in the lead. Hong Kong are relying on multiple 3 misses on the side of Philippines if they want to come back, but that's Fubuki Fan dropping the full combo as well. There's only 1 full combo left for Hong Kong on Quotient, and Philippines are holding the 3-way full combo.
Hong Kong got a freeway full combo on the previous rise, and Philippines just answered back with another freeway full combo and a team score of a lifetime there. Nearly 2.98 million for Philippines, and that is that for Hong Kong.
That's a crazy Rice 1 score. Valeria with the Scorvy 1 double S at that as well. And Philippines with such a strong showing here, winning 7-3 after Hong Kong put up such a good fight over all of these maps that we saw here. Definitely so much stronger than their seeding would suggest here, but Philippines, this is why they're number 4 seed. This is why they're one of the favorites to make it into the finals, into potentially a podium spot down the line.
That is for sure. And I think one important thing to point out is that Philippines, they only showed 3 of their LN scores. So there's so many things to even discover for the other teams if they want to face against the Philippines. They have not touched any of the hybrid maps. They did not touch LN2. They did not touch any of the SV. And Philippines are really good at SV as well. So there's so many maps that like the score is just not known for Philippines.
I think SV is a really big card to be playing potentially into their other match that they're going to have to play tomorrow. And it's going to be interesting to see how that match ends up playing out. Of course, Philippines are not quite through to the finals just yet. This is the losers bracket on the Saturday. So Philippines are going to have to win 1 more match tomorrow if they want to make it through into the top 6. Meanwhile, Hong Kong, unfortunately, going to be eliminated here in the quarterfinal, or the semifinals, I should say.
But still, what a placement for Hong Kong. They outperform everyone's expectation. Getting 3 points against Philippines is actually no easy feat. And yeah, congratulations to Philippines for making it through. Commiserations to Hong Kong. But yeah, our next match is actually going to determine the winner, the matchup between Philippines actually is going to be between Malaysia and the Russian Federation.
Oh my god, every single one of these matches is going to be insane. I'm looking down the list, and there's not a single one that isn't going to be a complete banger. I think we're in for a crazy weekend.
That is for sure. These matchups are absolutely crazy right here. There's no match you shouldn't be missing. And all of these matches will be streamed as well. So yeah, you do not want to miss out on this. So with that, do you have anything else to say, Potassium?
No, same as what you just said, pretty much. I think we have to be watching every single one of these this weekend. So make sure you're back in 56 minutes, because that's going to be the next one. As you said, winner of Malaysia versus Russia is going to be versing Philippines tomorrow. So Philippines going to be keeping a close eye on this match that's coming up as well. But make sure you stay tuned to that.